Hey, good morning, everybody. Rory Powers, Right Line Trading. Your weekend is over. Good morning, Duke, Suzanne, Rod, Rao, Edward, Eckert, Ankh. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. This broadcast is for demonstration and educational purposes only. It's very important to know that I'm not a licensed financial advisor. There is a significant amount of risk when trading the financial markets. If you're not familiar with that risk, please consult with a licensed financial advisor. I'm not one of them. All right. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. It is Monday, Cinco de Mayo, the 5th of May. This is like a major holiday down here in South Florida. Now, we don't want any unpleasant surprises. So let's take a look and see what type of trouble we're getting ourselves into today. Regarding the news reports, this looks like last week's. Let's refresh this. That's old news. Today is May 5th, 2025. If you're with us today, that's the good news. Hallelujah. And this morning at 9:45, they have final services PMI, yellow. 10 a.m., they got that big red folder. Be very careful at 10 a.m. ISM services PMI. And by the way, in case you're following Japan, I think it's a bank holiday there. JPY. All right, so there you have it. We got to be really careful come 10 o'clock. What we do with these red folder reports, we're very careful not to be in an open position on a live account when these reports come out. Just too much risk associated with that volatility. If today's your first day joining us, very briefly, my name's Rory Powers. I'm with Right Line Trading, and we're going to be showcasing the AI Auto Trader and the iBots. These are our automated trading strategies that run within the NinjaTrader 8 platform. Once these strategies are enabled, they will execute and manage the trades on your behalf. We have a pretty nice variety of diversity of not only instruments that we're trading, but also time frames, bar types, bar sizes. We're going to be trading today the futures. We're going to be trading very liquid instruments. The ES is the S&P 500 futures. The NQ on my right is the NASDAQ futures. Mukhtar, good morning. God bless you, sir. Thanks for joining us. David Wise is sending me a message, so let me just reply to David really quick. Okay, sorry about that. So the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ. We also trade on our one-day passes. We're going to be showcasing our prop trading templates as well. We have our one-day passes, which we are also trading crude oil, gold, the Dow. So 5 different instruments on the one-day passes. Those are our prop trading templates that will assist you in passing an evaluation in very short order. Very short order. Very aggressive strategy to get you over the hump and into a funded account. Once we get into the funded account, if you're a prop trader, then we use what we're called a PA account or a performance account, funded account, and that's our vehicle or vessel to get payouts. And we would transition to a much more conservative strategy so we can sustain our funding and get some consistency. The way those one-day passes ran last week, man, unbelievable. Those one-day passes last week. Let me just show you the numbers on this in case you didn't see them. This past week, crude oil took one trade, but it passed was 100% win rate. These percentages are win rates. The YM4U, 75%. The ES30 range, 72%. The NASDAQ 2-minute one-day pass, 64%. NASDAQ 30 range, 60%. So you really couldn't pick a bad one last week. They all did extremely well. The bots that did the best for us were all one-day passes as far as profits go. Good morning, K9. Usually when that happens, it's the workspace. Check to make sure you're on the right workspace. But yeah, I can give you a call as soon as we're done. Good morning, Ian. Welcome aboard. We over the weekend we had a few new orders come in, a few new members. I also wanted to welcome Barry. Welcome aboard. Not on it? Not it? Okay. Hmm. Could be your database. It's either the accounts, the database, or the strategies were just accidentally removed. But I'll get with you as soon as I'm done. So let me write down in my notes, Tony L. All right. Normally, I let these bots run through the overnight session. This way, when we're getting ready to start and the bell's about to ring in New York, I have what we call our leaderboard. Unfortunately, today I took a road trip over the weekend, and last night forgot to enable my strategies. Shame on me. I'm going to flatten everything, and I'm going to go to my strategies. I'm just going to enable for now my power play and these two. And those are the power play is our morning trade that I like to do, and I copy my PA accounts, and we've been having a tremendous amount of success with that strategy. On the bottom left of my chart of my workspace is what I refer to as my lagometer. My lagometer. We really love to have low latency, very little lag. We want to be on top of these entries, get us in with speed. So my lagometer, once the market opens at 9:30, we have that initial burst that causes some lag. which usually settles down by about 9:32 to 9:35. And after it settles down, that's when I like to get into a trade when there's an alignment of our 20 Unorenco and our 30 range. So I'm looking for a multi-time frame alignment of trend on my 20 Unorenco and my 30 range. So in order to take a long trade, one of the conditions that must be met is my 20U must also be above the 50. Above. In order to take a short trade, must be below. Through the overnight session, we had a little bit of a leg down, and it's making a little bit of a retracement now. But we took a leg down in the overnight session. Market doesn't like gaps. We could get a bit of a retracement to the upside at the opening bell, but we're going to let the technicals dictate the decisions. Let me get my copier back up. You can see the blue line at the bottom and the red line at the top. This is support. The blue is support. The red is resistance. These are areas that price has reversed in the past. There we go. There's the opening bell. Let's let things settle down, see if we can find the direction. Our lagometer looks good. Looks nice and healthy. Could get a retracement on this break of support, of resistance. We get a break of resistance here. We got some running room to the upside. This thing could pop. It's a little too early for us to take the trade. $10 we got the red folder report. So hopefully we'll find something before then. Okay, beautiful. There you go, K9. That could be the issue. Let's put it on the power play strategy. We want to put the strategy that we're running in the account, excuse me, that we're running in our strategy. We want to put it in our chart trader so we could see the trade. Very important. If you want to see the trade, put the account that's running in the strategy in your chart trader if you're new. We're still right in this channel between support and resistance. We're going to look for a break of that channel. Could get a break to the upside. Might retest it right here. Now I haven't enabled my copier. Okay, my copier is disabled. I'm in a very narrow channel, and I want to wait. I want to time it to where I have some clearance. I'd like a clear shot to my profit target once the trade enters. I'm looking for a break of resistance. The volume is unusually low for the market open. This is my contracts per minute. 1,100 contracts right now are crossing per minute. It's not unusual at the open to have between 2 and 3,000. It was about 1350. It's a UK bank holiday, MJ said. Let's anticipate the break of resistance here. I'm going to flip it on and look to get a break. Let's see if we can get this push up. Breakthrough. Breakthrough. Nope. Okay, we're in. Took the break. Let's see if we can get some follow through here to the upside. Our power play trade of the day right here. Let's get it. Let's get a push up. Good morning, Nicholas. Give us a little pop to the upside now. Let's go. Get up there. Get up there. Get up there. Take my PAs at 250. Leave my evals in. See if we can get one more push up. One more pop to the upside. Trying to get in our profit window now. Once we get plus 75, our stop will break, lock in 50 ticks of profit. Get in our profit window. Push up just a little more. Get in our profit window. Come on. Get up. Almost. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Doctor. All right. Wait, let's turn this off. Now I hit my profit goal on my PAs. I closed out a little early. What happened there was my stop got tied to my 15 EMA. So once my 15 EMA turned red, it sensed momentum was waning and it exited the trade. So I'm going to take my PAs off. We hit our profit goal on the PAs. My goal is to make between 250 and 500 on the PA accounts, which we did. I'm going to crank up my other strategies now. Nice, Eckert. Nice one. Hey, we got to take what they'll give us. We saw it was a low volume environment. It wasn't our normal open. And MJ let us know it's a bank holiday in the UK. But that's a nice way to start the week. Got 250 across all three PA accounts. Just jumped in short. My power play did. I don't have it enabled. We got some downside support. Oh, what a beautiful trade, too. It's breaking right through support. Getting our iBots cranked up. Getting some really good selling pressure. They're trying to push the price lower. So far, not a heck of a lot of range in this market. Getting some good selling pressure. Let's see if it makes its way down into our profit window. I never really want to have my profit target in this position. Even though it was successful, it went for a full winner. That's a lot of support to break through. It's a nice retracement back to the 50. Our ES8U scalper is in. Let me look to take one more trade. Maybe we'll jump on this long. Could get a signal B here. Yeah, MJ, what happens with that is your bot will dynamically change the trading hours. So my guess is that your trading hours in the bot were changed. That's why I just use my drone. Thank you, Charles. Final services PMI is coming out in 1 minute. I'm going to disable mine. It was a yellow folder. The red folder's coming out at 10 o'clock. Thank you, Charles. Great job, Craig. Hey, listen, we got to take what they'll give us. I did the same thing. I closed out at 250. I saw momentum kind of waning. And, that's really the spirit of this strategy, is we're not going for a home run. We're going for singles. Here's that report. This is that yellow folder. Pop this in. I disabled because Charles put that message in. Thank you, Charles. I think you saved me. See if we can break through this upside resistance. Ten o'clock, we got that big report. Exactly, Charles. No, no, no. Don't adjust the times, MJ. It's hard coded for Eastern. Regardless of where you are in the world, keep those times, those trading hour times in Eastern time. Now listen, if you have your profit target above resistance or below support, there's nothing from stopping you. You can click once and drag your profit target right below, so you have a clear shot. I'm just going to let it play out the way it was in full automation, but there's nothing to prevent you from moving your profit target to right below resistance. Give your profit target a clear shot. You may not get a home run on the trade, but you'll never go broke closing winning positions. What we're both saying, MJ, and maybe you checked, but let me just clarify. What we're saying is if you disable it and open it up. Let me go to a new strategy. If you disable it and open it up, make sure on your bot that your trading hours, it's 9:47 Eastern. Yeah, we took that. Yeah, it's 9:47. Your trading hours on the bot, if they're the same as the drone, would say 9:32. Oh 32. Is that a 9 or a 0? 032, MJ? Okay, we got within our profit window here. We might get a pop to the upside. Came back. The power play's up 775. I'm looking for a break of support here, break of resistance. Got a kind of a ranging market here today. We've got a very narrow range between support and resistance now. Let's stick with our leaderboard. Um, Let me see if we get one pop to the upside here. Might get some running room. I'm going to try it again with the break of resistance. Take off. Take off. Let's go. Give us a pop to the upside. Our power play strategy is at the top of the leaderboard. My 600 tick is next on the NQ. It's just a very ranging market here today. I think I'm just going to disable for now and hope for the best. Let's see if we can get a better setup. Well, it's very unusual that your drone would take the trade and not your bot if the trading hours are the same. That's very unusual. I think. Uh-oh. Wow. My whole ninja just crashed. Wow. Jeez. Bear with me. I'm really sorry about that. I don't know what caused it. Hey, Nick. Good morning. Taking a look at the stock market here while my ninja's restarting. Remember, we got that big report coming in 8 minutes. 8 minutes, we got a red folder. The Dow, S&P, Russell, and NASDAQ are all down. My computer doesn't want to, it's having the Monday morning blues. We took a road trip to Melbourne, Florida this weekend. And nothing wants to work right for me. There we go. Okay, let's get her fired up. We want to close these open positions. These are now ghost orders. It's very important before you shut your ninja down, you always want to close your open orders. Now, if these were a live account, my stop would be in place. But because they're sim, they're not. Let's get fired back up. I know we got this big report coming out at 10. So I'm gonna run everything in sim right through the report and just collect the data. Really not looking to get into a position until after the news report. Yes, we got to tell this computer your weekend is over. It's time to go to work. Coffee time. Hey, Julius. Thank you for joining us this morning. I am Julius Prod. My thoughts on the NASDAQ? Right now, I'm very grateful for the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is the instrument that we do our power play trade of the day on. It's one of our biggest money makers. The NASDAQ and the E-mini, the S&P 500, we refer to as our 1-2 punch. Those are our most profitable bots. I'm just getting everything fired up. My Ninja crashed, so I'm restarting the engine. Uh, my power plays right back in. Power play, where are you? Here we are. I'm in my profit window. What a beautiful entry. Our software does a beautiful job of defining risk. It plots these, I've heard them called supply and demand zones, but I refer to them as pivots or volume zones. There's a lot of buyers or sellers sitting right at these price points. Let's crank this. Oh no, I'm going to wait till the news report goes. My ES30 range 1-day passes in. Let's take a look at that template. This is the template that we use to pass the evals. And you can see it's trading 10 contracts. It's looking for 26 ticks of profit. And if it gets 26 ticks, you've passed your evaluation in one trade. Boom. Power play back in long with the break of resistance. And here we go. We're in our profit window on the 1-day pass. ODP. Let's go. Push it up. The ODP, that stands for 1-day pass. Now, even if it doesn't go all the way, it's in the profit window. So you're going to be halfway there if you don't get all the way there. One more stiff breeze and that thing's going to blow right through. I'm referring to this trade right here. There we go. We're getting very close to that profit target. One more push up. Get up there. Okay, came back. But it was a plus 1,500 trade. Not too shabby. Our number one bot on the ES today is our ES8U scalper drone. So 450 took a beautiful short. All right, 1 minute. 1 minute for the news report. Now, after the news report gets released, I'm hoping we have a couple of really juicy trading opportunities. But let's let the madness settle down. Here we go. Buckle your seatbelts. There we go. Bam! It blew right through my profit target. Did you see that? Holy moly. I bought NQ 600 tick. Let's see if we break through. We're still that line of support, that line of resistance is still holding. Man, if it breaks through this might have some running room. There's a lot of buying pressure right now. I'm tempted to enable it. My lag looks good. This is going to pop through and head for the moon. Here we go. That's the break. Here we go. That thing's going to push right through. I'm going to turn it on. Oh, wait. Whoa, 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 whoa. No PA accounts. Okay, now we're ready to go. And my power play's up 1765. It's just crushing it. It's really liking this market environment. Let's see if we can get a push up and get these evals on the board. I'm up, about 50, 60 bucks on the evals. I get this break. I like to call it the ebb and flow of the market. When these bots find that ebb and flow and their inputs are favorable for the current market environment, it seems to be everything is lined up perfectly. Now our 20U, let's take a quick peek, is still above the 50. So we're only looking for long entries now on my 30 range. We're in a confirmed trend to the upside. We don't want to take any short trades on this 30 range. Nice, Rao. I was looking at gold this morning. It looked really good. I was taking some nice trades. I opened a gold chart. El Infinito. Are you on Rhythmic? Yes. But I've also got Kinetic. That might be what caused my system to crash. I also have a Kinetic connection. Thank you for letting me know, El Infinito. Uh-oh. Now the power play is not going to execute short when my 20U is way above the 50. it would have to break through this area of support. By that time, this 20U will come through my 50. Not much happening today. It's a holiday in the UK. Oh, this could be a trade. Oh, it just jumped in short. Wow. Look at that. My just broke the wick, got through the 50. Ah, come on now. I need some follow through. Follow through the downside. Let's go. Get in my profit window. Uh-oh. Come on down. Yeah, I didn't like the entry from the start. Ah, it got me off guard there. All right, let's give it one more shot. I really don't want a short unless that 20U breaks all the way through 3/4 of the bar. I'm going to try it again. Come on, give me some follow through the downside. Shorts, I don't know if short's the way to go right now. Hmm. Come on, push down. Get my window. Get my window. One more push down. Nice. 250 or 500? One more little stiff breeze. Well, it's right back in short. Mm. Be careful with these 50 moving averages. All right, we've got an alignment now. Let's try to get a. Mm. That 20U is just too tight to my 50. I got these up bars. Dr. Jeff. I sometimes I hate that, Dr. Jeff. Just not ready for it. There is an input in my strategy. I could put a delay between entries. I think I'll do that. There is a delay. I just don't like this price action. It's just they're too tight to my 50. Okay, we're back in short. I'm going to move my profit target right above. See if we can get one to follow through for us to the downside. Come on down. My 20U is right on my 50. These are tough trades. These are really hard. Yeah, now my 20U is above my 50. There's no alignment. I'm in trouble on this one. Okay, let me shut this. Really, long is where I want to go. Okay, I'm going to stop my evals at minus 500. The important thing, though, is I was able to get my PAs in at a nice profit. I hit my profit goal on the PAs early. Made 750 across 3 PA accounts. Continue to trade on the evals, and I'm down 500 across 3 evals. So it's not the end of the world. Our winning streak on the PA accounts continues, and that'll put us right about the $30,000 mark right there. If we go to that strategy on the power play, and I edit the inputs, pause trading. This is it right here, Dr. Jeff. If we want to pause maybe 15, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, that's where you would put it in. I've noticed when you get price that's just bouncing around this 50 on the 20U, and your 50 starts looking like a like a rainbow, red, green, yellow, red, green, yellow. It's that's chop. That's chop. My 50 starting to look like a rainbow. Well, listen, Mr. David Wise, who is our professional options trader, is coming up right behind me. He's going to be trading the SPY Super System. The SPY Super System. I've moved all of my accounts to Sim now, so I'm just accumulating data. The 9:30 to 10 half hour on the power play was a juicy half hour. It was up, I think, about $1,500 to $1,700 between 9:30 and 10. That news report came out, and things went south after that. But that's the window that we look for each morning between 9:30 and 10. Let's take a look at the E-mini. The E-mini, that's the E-mini on a 4U. Let's put it on the 82040. That's what our scalper's looking at. The ES20 range is in a trade. Hey, Duke, I meant to ask you, did you send a friend request in Discord? Was that you? Because I thought you were already in there. Here we go. We got some buying pressure here. Let's see if we can break through this area of resistance. It's just a very ranging market today. What can I tell you? Bam, profit window. Right back in. I almost enabled on this one. Making higher highs, higher lows and higher highs. Our profit target's right at resistance. Taking some heat on the IBOT 20 range. Yeah, I like that entry. I like that entry. That NASDAQ. The 20U sniper bot is sneaking up. The NQ 600 tick on the iBots is working its way up at the leaderboard as well. Power play needs this one to maintain. But all in all, you could see that today is not a very strong trading day. My leaderboard is very weak. And I could tell from the opening bell that it was going to be a low volume day. MJ gave us a really valuable tidbit of information, so I didn't catch it. I saw JPY. I thought it was Japan. No follow through. Your power play's not taking these trades? Roberto, on your control center, on the bottom, there should be a tab that says log. If you click on your log, make sure you're not getting lag. But it also could be that you hit your profit goal or loss limit. Some people have a $500 profit goal on their power play, and once it reaches plus 500, it'll stop trading. You could disable and re-enable. That'll reset it. Hey, Vlad, good morning. Absolutely. Well, I can speak to firsthand. I can speak to having Apex accounts. Apex does allow these bots. These bots are actually considered, Vlad, semi-automated strategies. This is not a black box system or a high-frequency trading bot. The reason that they allow these, most prop firms will allow these, is because in the strategy itself, they refer to this as a semi-automated strategy or self-directed because we're controlling what are the conditions of the entry. What are the conditions? Now, we have a optimized templates that we share with our members that have all of these inputs optimized and all of the rules set in stone. But because the user, the trader, which is you, has the ability to adjust the conditions of their entry, and once the trade is triggered, you have the ability to manage the trade by closing it on your chart trader or moving your stop and profit target. Because of those two reasons, most prop firms do allow these because it's a self-directed, semi-automated strategy. Yeah, Apex does. Yeah, the short answer, Vlad, Apex, yes, they do. Let's take a look trading these Apex, these PA accounts from January to today, Cinco de Mayo. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Cinco de Mayo. Now, the nice part about this power play automated strategy in regards to getting payouts is if you stick to the rules, it automatically conforms to their consistency rules. Even Apex 3.0, the new one, where you can't risk more than 30% of your profit in your account and you have to have a 30% consistency rule between all of your 8 trading sessions. If you follow the parameters that these strategies come out of the box, you'll never have a problem with the consistency rule, ever. Never, ever. We've been trading the power play since January 15th on the PA accounts with Apex. And you can see the beautiful equity curve. We're at 29,839, just under 30,000. And that's just using our profit goal of 250 to 500 per day and stopping. If we lose 500, we stop for the day. That's when bad things start happening. When you have a loss limit and you've reached it, and we want it so bad, we want to get it back. And that's when we start breaking all our own rules. We start revenge trading. We start going for a home run. We start breaking all the rules, and before you know it, shortly thereafter, we're buying more evals and starting over. So with the discipline of sticking to our capital preservation, our trade management rules, we've very slowly, and that's why it automatically conforms to the 30% rule. We've had a slow and steady equity curve that's been very consistent, and that's what they're betting against. They're not dumb. They know they're betting against you being able to be consistent. Sooner or later, they think it's just like a slot machine. You keep playing it, and that thing's going to eat up all your money. Sooner or later, it'll spit some quarters out here and there, but you keep playing it, and that one-armed bandit's gonna eat all your money up. And that's the same thing that the prop firms are thinking. If we keep them in the game trading, and if they keep trading, they're not going to be able to sustain it. Very few of them. Did you, Duke? Did you send a friend request in Discord? I didn't see what you wrote. Let me go back and see if you answered. No, you didn't. Yeah, Roberto, I figured that's what it probably was. Well, I was hoping that we would get a nice trend, but it's just not happening. Let's take a look at the volume here. The E-mini is at 500. The NASDAQ right now, 250 contracts per minute. Let's see how high they go. But just looking at it, it's almost like watching paint dry. There's just not much action. coming into the dog days of summer. And historically, the summer months, I missed how high it went. The summer months can be very low volume. Wow, Rao. Congratulations. Rao made $3,500 trading gold today on the Forex. I was looking at your chart that you posted in Discord, and I saw that you traded on Forex. So very low volume day today. I was hoping we would get a burst of volume and a beautiful trend to follow. It just wasn't the day. We took profits on that first trade, and man, am I glad we did it. In this ranging market, you got to take what the market will give you. I just wish I would have closed out my evals. So let's take a look at our leaderboard. It was an anemic leaderboard. The sniper, the 20U sniper. The 20U is really, it's the 20U on the NASDAQ is always somewhere in the money. Then we have our ES spots. The UB test is an ES spot, and the 8U scalper up 5 and 400. The IBOT 30 range 342. My PA accounts are all about I got 285, 245. Looked like it was moving. It got me scared. And 215. So $750 across the PA accounts. And the IBOT on the 1 minute is in the green. $55. So not a very exciting day of trading. If you would, please like my video here on YouTube. It does give us some traction. Get some new eyes on our products and services. The streak is alive. The power play came through. Start the week off 1 for 1. We look to make $250 to $500 per day. And listen, we've been doing it incredibly at 80%. Trading that power play bot. 4 out of 5 days on the average. See if we break down through this support level. 20,040. All right, everybody. I want to thank you for joining me today. I hope you have a blessed Cinco de Mayo. And remember, David Wise is coming up right behind me. He's just a tremendous wealth of knowledge. Over the weekend, he recorded a training on the trading Heikinashi. You're welcome, Ronnie. Hope you have a great day, my friend. I keep thinking, okay, now it's going to start trending. All right, Carol, have a great day. All right, Ralph. Let's keep an eye on this. It looks like it's starting to find a direction here. If not, we're going to shut her down. We like to have a minimum of 1,000 contracts a minute on the NASDAQ. And double that on the E-mini. So volume is starting to kick in just a little bit better now. We're at just under 1,500. 1,500. About 1,600 contracts a minute. All right, Tom. Have a great day. Peter, thank you. God willing, we're going to do it tomorrow. Same place, same time, same channel. 1 for 1. Let's go a perfect 5 for 5 this week. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.